Okay, just wanting to do a quick check. Believe everything is working. Be nice if I had everything prepared. I think Vod is going ahead and briefing his crowd. Or actually, we're missing some people. Alright, so welcome to the Dragonlance campaign. We are on DL2. Previously, we had to go on a epic campaign adventure where, well, in short, we went into a dungeon and killed a dragon. Um, and now the gods are back into the world, which is pretty cool. So, let's see. I think after killing the dragon, we took the gully dwarves with us, and then we had to like book up out of there too. Um, so yeah, we should be getting ready here soon. I'll jump back in once we are set.
It's a little different from DL1. This is the map that came with DL2. We will be beginning our journey roughly about there on the road. You've been trekking back from the end of DL1 where you defeated Kisanth, Onyx, and retrieved the discs of Myshikal. Gold Moon acquired Gold Moon and Riverwind acquired the Medallions of Faith and have magic now. And on your way home, you see to the west billowing smokes of fire, and so we will begin from there. I'm going to do one last check on Gold Moon here. Gold Moon, did you try reset voice setting by any chance? Okay, I'm sure Dr. Pratt. Okay. All right, Gold Moon, I understand. I'm going to go ahead and begin here then. I hit it, I killed it, right? Perfect. Just stay, Gold Moon, and you can just be silent today. We'll figure it out in the next week or two. Everyone at home can see you typing in the chat bar anyway, so that works. Great pillars of smoke rise from beyond the sentinel peaks, a grim sight that there is trouble and solace. How much of the once mighty forest of Valenwood trees has fallen to fire? The grasslands that stretch toward Quay Curie, a town at the gap of the mountains, are hot and dry. The smoke adds an eerie touch of darkness to the autumn afternoon. Your journey is not complete. You must leave here, must search for a true leader of the people. The strange message spoken through the statue of the goddess Mishakal suggests that your mission is far from over. Where in the vast world of Kryn will this search lead? Here on the barren plains of Abanasinia, the late autumn wind bites sharply. The yellow-brown grass withers in the rushing cold, but the feeling is much more disturbing than that of a normal change of seasons. At many places, the plains are marked by the tracks of crude two-wheeled carts and many clawed footprints. Thousands must have passed this way. Nothing is alive here. Neither the wild animals that normally inhabit these areas, nor the occasional settler scratching a living from the harsh land. Most ominous of all these signs are the great black scars stretching for hundreds of yards along the ground, often, though, through the charred remains of farmhouses. Fire has gutted and collapsed these dwellings. The thick smell of death and decay fills the air, and even the wind, like Gold Moon, is silent.
Before we move any further, I got a question.
I have an answer.
You sure?
I always make them up if I don't.
Okay, well then who's that is appearing in my slot, the video slot in the Twitch feed? Is that Karaman?
Oh, look at that. I see it.
I'm guessing you clicked on the wrong link.
Let's see here. Let's see if I did it.
Sven is. There we go. Sven, was that you? Who's using their camera?
It's okay. Looks like it was fixed.
I'm just curious who that was. You know, we don't see faces.
I only caught a glimpse. Was that you, Caraman?
Yeah, it's me, Sven. I'm just.
Yeah,
My push
no,
to talk. It does weird things if I'm trying to do more than one thing at once.
I hear you. My push to talk, it's hard for me to like mess with Fantasy Grounds and talk at the same time. No, it's all good. It looks like everything's all taken care of. Thank you, Raceland.
Not a problem.
Oh, and I see Caraman's up in the right one now. Perfect. All right. Well, at this point, before we truly get into the story, for the sake of kicks and giggles, I updated the notes in your notes in your character sheet. I would absolutely get a kick out of it as a DM if you all rolled initiative and either read or paraphrased your new notes for the people at home, of course. Gold Moon, I can roll. I can read yours for today if you want to roll initiative. Nice. So let's go ahead and begin. Riverwind, would you like to give a quick introduction to yourself?
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. My name is Matt. I'll be playing Riverwind. The village that is my home and Gold Moon's no longer exists. Although I fear that your solace may have met the same fate, it is clear that we must see for ourselves. If, as you say, there are those who need our help, then our path is clear before us. At the same time, I would wage war against the destroyers of my homeland. It is clear that we few cannot stand against the armies of the Dragonmen, yet in therein may be our strength, for as the armies have passed us by, perhaps we may learn more of the nature of this menace. Surely there is a weakness, a fault, that can be exploited. And he looks stoically off into the sky.
Nice. I like that little touch at the end. Go ahead and end your turn then.
Oh, sorry. I gotta bring the turn tracker up. I always forget that.
I always say that's probably like the most important thing just to keep up at all times. I don't know, at least as a DM it is for me. All right, Raceland.
Hey everyone, my name's Keith, also known as Elo here, and I am playing Raceland, the Wizard of the Red Robes.
I think we all should take care not to lose sight of the real enemy. These Draconians are a threat to the whole world. Look what they did to the plains of Abyssinia, and that was several days ago. What kind of destruction have they been able to erect since then? Even gully dwarves and seekers may look like long-lost friends before this is over.
Nice. Tannis.
Right, my push stock is still on.
It's okay.
All right, so I'm reading the notes again.
Yeah, it's updated for DL2s. And
Oh,
this
that
way,
is new.
yeah.
I was like, no, it's the same text. Oh, nope, it is different. Uh, it's hard to believe all of the things that have happened in the last few days. 5 years we searched, traveling hundreds of miles to all four corners of the compass, and the answer was sorry, it's really small text. And the answer was all the time only a day's march from Solace and the dragon. All the scoffing we had done over those legendary creatures comes back to haunt us now. Who would have believed that there really is such a creature?
Nice. And you mentioned the typing is really small. I don't know if I mentioned it yet in this group, but I typed something in Fantasy Grounds chat. If you put a forward slash, that means it's leaning forward, in front of scale UI space 120. I find that that's you can make the number anywhere between 0 and 200 if I remember, and it'll blow it up or shrink it. A 120 blows it up just a bit, and I find that a lot of people like that.
And you just type that in chat?
Yep, just type it in chat, put a forward slash in front of the word scale UI.
Unfortunately, the way that this is set up, I can't try to enlarge anything.
Oh, I hear you. I just try to remind myself to make sure all my players know about Scale UI because it is, I don't know, a lot of people like it. All right, Flint.
Good evening. My name is Sean, and I'm playing Flint Fireforge. I certainly wasn't surprised to find gully dwarves working for those draconian scum. Like I've always said, where there's garbage, you'll find rats. It should be obvious to all of you now that the gully dwarves can't possibly be related to hill dwarves. Why, well, everything is different. They're much closely tied to those scoundrels, the mountain dwarves, as any fool can see. I only regret that my axe didn't get a chance to educate a few more of them.
Poor Flint. You just don't like gully dwarfs.
No. No.
It's okay. I won't tell the story, but I can relate to being king of the gully dwarfs. All right, Tasselhoff.
Bah.
Well, this should show those seekers a thing or two. Imagine playing cleric without knowing who the true gods are. The only thing I regret is that we didn't have a little more time to poke around in that sunken city, Zaxaroth, they called it. I'll bet that place could have told us a lot if we have just looked up for a few more clues. That dragon's treasure pile alone could have kept me busy for a month.
I bet Tasselhoff. All right, go ahead and end your turn. Perfect, Gold Moon. I appreciate it. Gold Moon, everybody. You'll hear Gold Moon talk next episode. You've heard Gold Moon talk all throughout DL1, so it's just a mere flesh wound going on. So I'll go ahead and read this off for Gold Moon. And what of the message from Mishakal? Find the one who will lead the people? How do you suppose we accomplish that? I have looked at these discs, and they contain information on the true gods. Though I have lost the crystal staff, the information I hold here is far more valuable, for it gives knowledge that allows me, or any faithful character, the ability to become a true cleric, such as our land has not known for hundreds of years. Even this is not enough. We must see that others have the opportunity to share in this information. All right, Caraman. Thank you, Goldman.
I'm Spencer77, and I'm playing Caraman. As I see the smoke rise from the Falconwood forest, my heart grows heavy as I consider what could be happening. Our friends, Tika Whalen, for example, she's not just going to sit around and watch as her land is overrun. They could be needing our help right this moment. And who knows what's happened to the inn of the last home? Is it still standing even?
Nice. I appreciate that. For all of you doing that, why don't you just give yourselves inspiration? And you can give yourself inspiration in the. Oh, you all are just about doing it. It's the character sheet up at the very top.
If we already have it, we don't get double inspiration, do we?
No, no, no.
Use it or lose it.
I know. I need to remember to use it.
I've been getting much better at handing it out to people recently, so feel free to use it. Like,
And inspiration just means you can roll at advantage.
yeah, roll advantage on pretty much a d20. Oh, I did see that one time, Caraman. You're right. There is that option in there. All right, I shared a map here. Let me make sure I shared it. There we go. The overland map. I went ahead and put Tanis up there. I'm assuming you all are going to try to start heading towards Solace.
I think that would be the best course of action.
Yeah, it's on fire. We got to get over there.
All right. Well, it's about afternoon right now, I believe. So if you want to start heading on, maybe stop at Quakiri, you're more than welcome to. Tanis, if you'd like to move yourself, go right ahead.
I had a question. We're still bringing the gully dwarves, correct?
Oh, I was hoping you'd all forget about that. All right. Did you all really want to keep bringing the gully dwarfs? And well, I'm gonna say Raven Eye and Sunstar probably went off to repopulate Quayshu.
As far as Tana sees it, regardless of how Flint continues to argue, these gully dwarves were completely taken advantage of by the Draconians and the dragon. So if we can find them a better place and then let them be, hopefully things will turn out better.
By the looks of it, Tanis, I'm not sure we're going to find a much safer place.
Well, Quayshu was deserted. Lots of homes for sale. The sale is so cheap, they're all free.
I don't know, Flint. They might be pretty good to at least help them rebuild.
Fine.
I'm gonna cast a Goodberry as we're strolling along,
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
so I can have some berries ready to go.
Can you hear Goldmoon now?
I hear you.
Yes,
right.
rejoicing. Yes, some reason it reset. Anyway, thanks.
Nice. I knew if you just hung in there, we'd get you up and running. Or you'd get yourself up and running. Something like that.
Yeah. Woohoo coming from Raceland.
That's so true. All right, then. Well, Tanis, with Riverwind, you said you casted enough, 10 of them.
Yes. So do you get 10 automatically, or it says up to in the spell? So I didn't know if I had to roll a d10.
No, I think it just you get to choose how many you want up to 10.
Yeah, I'll take 10 then.
Okay. We'll just say that way it looks like they add 1 hit point and completely nourish as a ration. So it sounds good to me. All right, Tanis. Thankfully, there are no forks, spoons, or knives in the road, so let's head to Solace. There you go. I unlocked it.
Being
Let's go
careful
ahead and
as we're
stop at
entering.
Quakery. I'm pretty sure you're all curious.
Yeah, we need to be
It
careful
is
before entering.
late afternoon. The sun is still up, so you're able to see everything. Quakery is almost as barren as the surrounding plains. Most of the buildings are shattered and burned, and many blackened bodies sprawl in the empty streets. The air is hot and thick, laced with the odor of ash and decay. Splintered timbers and scorched stones litter the narrow streets, and smoke drifts from the abandoned town. Everything is dead and silent. Suddenly, a faint groan rises from behind some collapsed beams. Oh!
Who is it? Let's go investigate.
Anyone else hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taz will be often racing to the sound of the noise.
Careful.
I hear somebody in distress. I must help.
I agree, but we don't know if the people who did this are still around.
Can yeah, Taz is just going without thinking too much about it. Is there
I will do a perception.
something obvious to see, or
Can I do a perception?
Okay, start with a perception then, and then I'll answer everybody. Who, Tasselhoff? Yep. And since based off what you were saying as well, definitely you see a badly burned old man lying on the verge of death, trapped beneath collapsed beams.
We rush to his aid.
A cross beam is pinning his legs to the ground.
yeah,
I'll
Taz is
go over there
prob-
and help
Yeah,
lift it up off him.
I'll go over there too and help.
I'll try to do a spare the dying if needed, or a healing word.
And I can smash some good berries in his mouth.
Hey, Goodberry, my friend.
hurry
Oh,
up.
okay. Well, that's pretty good then. For it does appear he's dying, but he looks up to you with melted face, eyeballs still intact, so he can see you all. He hears you as well, and recognizes you all as not the creatures that destroyed his town. Didn't you see it? You must have seen it from the north. They came from the north, from between the mountains. First, the terrors that rode the great worms. They came into our town, and fear filled our breasts. We fought, though, yes, we fought long and hard, but still more of them came on leather wings. Straight out of the old legends they came. Fires splashing like waves over our homes. Many fled, many died. Those who ran fell among the small demons, man-sized, but looked like their larger masters. I don't know where they took my people. I was too clever for them. I hid. Yes, I hid. When shall my people return? What shall become of my garden?
Taz looks at him with some sad eyes. We'll watch over the garden. It'll be okay.
He goes into a sleep.
Hey, Goldmoon was singing him a lullaby. Usher him into the promised land.
This is true. Though he gained 1 hit point, his wounds were so severe he was losing hit points as we speak, and your song helped guide him to the afterlife. But it's not long.
The scum, the villainy. Let's go back to the wretched hive.
These worms and demons he talked about. More dragons.
I am afraid so.
And no
Not
staff.
long after the old man passes away and you all begin to start looking around, do a whole bunch of draconians jump out of hiding from the buildings surrounding you. Everyone, roll initiative. I like having that alert feed on Riverwind. All right, we are going to begin this in just a couple minutes. I got to get up really fast. So we'll just take like a 3-minute break. Not even that, probably a 2-minute break. And then we will begin the fight because I don't want to. I'm looking at the time and I don't want to do a break like halfway in this fight. This might be a while.
Okay.
So just 2 minutes, get up, stretch, and then we'll begin the fight with Riverwind. All right, I'm back. I'm going to do a ready check here. Oh, Gold Moon. I don't think I ever added it. That was the big deal. I distinctly remember I went to add it, and I don't think I did.
No
Oh,
problem.
you added it.
I,
Okay.
I put it back on to make sure we had enough to go around for the party.
Yep. Perfect. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, extra inspiration is awesome. All right, if you are ready and you didn't click the circle, now's a good time to do so. Ah, 6 out of 7 ain't bad. I think Meatloaf would agree.
So currently we only see the 4 of them, correct?
You do, even though they're all on the combat tracker. It would look like from your all positions, you can see 4 of them.
And how do you mark something from the map again? Like, I know how to drop the dice on it, mark it, but everybody else
Control
usually
click.
just marks it. Control click.
There you go. See how you got it on the combat tracker now?
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And so for the spell, I just grab the shield and drop it in chat, right? Does that work? It's not really a roll, I guess, right? It just happens.
Okay, so what you do, first you roll to see if you hit him with your attack roll. If you hit him, then we'll talk about what to do with Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So I am going to fire at that guy right there.
Ooh,
Nice.
perfect. And now on your character sheet in the Actions tab, click the magnifying glass to expand Hunter's Mark and click the Effect button. And it should apply directly onto you. It did. Perfect. Now roll for damage.
Excellent. Very cool.
Nice. A good start by Riverwind.
And then I'll use my second attack to smack him again, hopefully. 12 might not do it, though.
No, it does not. It dodged out of the way this time.
All right, and I'm going to move over here by the well, just so we're not all in a big group.
All right, we are. Let's see here. Which one? Where? Gotta find him real fast. There he is. One of the Draconians. You notice their color. Let's see with Kapak. What would that be? Bronze, copper, silver. This one runs up to the nearby cart for cover and pulls out its short bow, aiming for the nearest enemy, which happens to be Gold Moon. He shoots.
Do these have any special pictures?
Do I have a picture of the Capac Draconians? I can pull one up on the internet, but I don't personally like have one easily that I can just pull up real fast.
All right, it's no big deal.
My favorite is I think it's the Keith Parkinson one, where they look like Skeksis from what's that called?
Dark Crystal?
Thank you. I wanted to say the last crystal. I'm like, that is not it. I want to watch the Netflix video thing of that. All right.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet either.
From what I heard, it's really good. The first short bow attack is a hit on Gold Moon. Wounding her, but he's lightning fast and shoots again, hitting her a second time.
But this time he's going to miss. I'll use a cutting words to say, whoop,
Nice.
miss that one.
It's still a roll.
It's a reaction now. So I get to
You
subtract.
can just, if you want, just roll a d6 and I can mentally subtract it.
He should have a D8 now at level.
Oh, a d8.
Oh,
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be better.
Get it? So we subtract what, 6 off of the roll?
I'm looking at your AC. So it's now his roll became a 14.
That still
Your
hit
AC
me.
is 13. It still hit you.
Yep. I have no armor. I have no shield. Okay.
I think I gave you a shield, but you're carrying a quarter staff. I was going to talk to you about that. We got to figure something out so Gold Moon doesn't just have a sling.
Well, that's still, it's a versatile weapon. It's not a two-handed.
Quarter staff?
Yeah, you can have one or two-handed for that.
Oh. Well, in that case, Gold Moon, we're going to retcon this.
Okay. I'll just equip the shield in.
Oh, yep. There you go. I'm watching you do it.
There you
Perfect.
go.
That brings your AC up to a 15, which is one higher than a 14. I will take away that 4 damage on you.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to get, I can equip heavy armor, so this leather's got to go.
As a free action, the Draconian exchanges his short bow for his short sword. And as a bonus action, he licks his short sword. A
Hoping,
saliva coats it.
and he cuts his tongue.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, it's another one of the Draconian's turns. He pops out from right around the corner, one of the hidden ones that you didn't see. One at a time, boys. Take 'em down one at a time. And he cocks his short bow and aims it at Gold Moon again. But this time Gold Moon was ready and dodges out of the way. But he shoots again. This time hitting her for minimal damage. He does the same thing. Free action, exchanges his short bow for a short sword and licks his saliva all over it as a bonus action. Number 6 stays right where he's at and did not hear the guy, number 8, who is pretty far away. So it's just natural he couldn't have heard what he said. And so he aims at Karaman instead, shooting with his short bow. But Karaman dodges the first attack. But the second pierces him. For an average amount of damage, ending its turn. Gold Moon. All right, let's go for it.
Okay, she'll do a hypnotic pattern. She can only get these two, number 8 and 7.
Yep, I see. Ooh, even with did you have advantage or disadvantage? Oh, you had advantage.
For what, I don't know, but okay.
So they had magic resistance?
They do, might possibly. But that would have been a disadvantage. Yeah, whatever. Let's go for it. One failure, one success. Now you have just the failed one targeted.
Oh, do I have to put the effect again, or do I have to cast it again?
The effect's already on him.
I hit cast, and it rolled the dice.
Yep, now click the effect below with the cast.
Is
Perfect.
that
Number 7 is incapacitated.
okay? Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to put a bardic inspiration on Cameron.
Nice, Karaman. You got bardic inspiration. Or yep, there you go. And it even tells you on the combat tracker when you can use it, so it's nice and easy to remember.
All right, so Carmen is looking around. Tanis, Flint, even Gold Moon are still here, so he's going to go ahead and move up to the one below. He's going to move 20 feet. And attack him with his sword.
All right. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 5, but it's a hit. Ooh, good damage. Another hit.
Nice.
And I'm going to use my last 10 feet of movement to move back, run up, stab quickly before this thing can change away from his bow. As he falls, I run back.
Considering, I'm going to say, since you didn't end your turn next to him, you just hit and run. The effect that's about to happen doesn't apply to you. The draconian, when it died, its body begins to dissolve, and a 5-foot radius pool of acid, a 10-foot rate. I don't know why I have it at 5. If I remember, it should be 10. A 10-foot radius pool of acid appears where it lays.
And we've never seen this effect before, right?
No, you have not.
We've seen him blow up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are definitely new. Another one jumps out of hiding. Seeing that Gold Moon is wounded, and this guy did hear his brethren, he aims his short bow at Gold Moon. Which is a hit. Oh, you succeed in continuing your concentration, but you were mildly damaged. He shoots again at you. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 5, but it's a hit. Deja vu. Oh, you lose concentration.
No, there was concentration, was it? Okay.
On the hypnotic, what's it called again? The hypnotic thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Hypnotic pattern.
Pattern, that's it. That ends its turn, and we're up to another one. Who comes out and assesses the situation. You all are attacking the wrong one. There is a mage in the party. Focus on the mage, everybody. He recognized your red robes, Raceland.
Yeah, it does kind of give me away.
He shoots at you, but you dodge. He shoots at you again. And like we all expected that. You dodge again. The arrows just pierce through your robes, but for some reason never hit your body. That Draconian also, as a free action, changes his weapons and as a bonus action licks his short sword. All right, Tanis.
So I'd like to call out to everybody and say that this was very much a setting of an ambush, and we should try and move out of here. Uh,
Sure, let's try and get away from to the south.
so I'm going to shoot at, what is that, 6?
Yep. Oh, a good hit.
And I will be adding my maneuvering attack.
Nice.
For Gold Moon to move up to half her speed away, since she's getting focused down. And miss the second attack. Gold Moon, you're able to move up to 15 feet away.
Yep. All right. Do you want to move, Tanis? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try to interpose myself between them and Gold Moon.
All right.
And I believe that is it.
Number 3 pops around the corner, so some of you, if not all of you, can see it now. With a short bow also at the ready, assesses the situation and finds the mage that he heard his friend say. Though, are they truly friends? Maybe just comrades. And the first arrow pierces. Does the second arrow? Ooh, blocked by an effect. Nice. I would say that means your Staff of Magus blocks it.
I don't know. That's a curious one.
You have I believe, don't you have the AC +3 going on? Yeah, you do. So that would be the effect that it's talking about.
All right, I am going to try and get at this one. Oops.
Yeah, that's the mage armor.
Does a 14 hit? No, blocked by armor, but you probably could use your inspiration if you wanted to.
How do I use that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's simple. So inspiration turns it into advantage. So you would just attack him a second time to keep it simple.
Okay, but I also still have one more attack after that then.
Yep. There we go. Now just take off your inspiration, and that's a hit on the first attack. It's wounded.
I attack again.
Another hit, but just barely. Oh, that was going to be a 6. Ah, he looks pretty wounded now, heavily wounded.
And that was only, I'm going to try and back up a little bit. Nope, I'm going to stay right here.
Okay. All right, Tasselhoff. Oh, look at that. You got a comrade side to side with one.
Yep, sneak attack time.
Trying to set you up, little buddy.
Don't forget
I
to
saw
target.
that.
So explain to me the sneak attack effect going on, just so I know how to help out in the future.
Yeah,
If you're within,
go ahead.
yeah, if you're within 5 feet of one, I will get sneak attack.
All right, I did not know that.
Or the other way he can get sneak attack is if he has advantage on his attack. So like if he's being super stealthy or something and he gets advantage, then he'll also get a sneak attack on his damage roll.
Okay.
And in Fantasy Grounds, if you're using a sneak attack effect or action, you apply it after the attack roll because you might miss. But that won't be the case, will it, Tasselhoff? You want to use inspiration?
Absolutely.
There we go.
All right. Good use of inspiration, guys.
Like that meme of that blonde-haired woman thinking about calculus and physics. Tasselhoff contemplated how he missed the first time and killed him with his second hit. Like you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know that meme.
Is it popular?
I've seen it quite a bit.
I've seen it here and there. I just wasn't sure if it was popular or not because I see weird random stuff.
Okay, I'm just going to position myself kind of behind Canis on our kind of retreat south.
As you do, while at the same time, you know what? Since I don't know, I must have made it 5 foot for a reason. So we're just gonna say The use of the drawing effect. There is a 5-foot pool of acid there, melting away all of its clothing and armor as we speak. All right, Raceland.
All right, so let's see. Raceland start by targeting himself. And he is going to cast invisibility. Then I'm going to move to there.
No one
And we're
knows
done.
where you are.
Seeing Raceland disappear,
I will
Riverwind says,
I will whisper
But
as I pass by Karaman so he knows that that I'm moving from his one flank to the other.
Oh, okay.
seeing
That's helpful. Go ahead.
Raceland disappear, Riverwind first advances in front of Goldmoon as he sees her being struck repeatedly and is not too happy about that. But when he comes over to Tanis, why does the mage leave us when we need him the most? I told you can't trust him. And how do I move my hunter's mark as a bonus action?
Pretty much, you just want the creature. Hunter's mark. You don't really move it. It just you just reapply it to yourself if you attack and make contact with the enemy.
So I don't even think I need to make contact. So in the spell it says I choose a creature that I can see within range and mystically mark it as my quarry. Until the spell ends, if I hit it, then I do an extra d6 whenever I hit with a weapon attack. So it's marked automatically whether I hit it or not, but it only gets the extra damage if I hit it. And then it says if the target drops to 0 before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to mark a new creature.
That's nice.
That's all good, Tanis.
So, I mean,
I just did it for him. Hey, Riverwind, check out your new version of Hunter's Mark. When you turned your back for a second, I injected it with steroids.
So I want to use the top one or the bottom one?
Okay, so the top one is on yourself. If you just click it, it'll automatically apply to you. The
Okay.
second effect you apply to the enemy. Now you can control click the enemy and apply it to them, or you could just drag that effect to the enemy. And then what that first effect says is if the enemy has the effect called Hunter's Mark, add 1d6 to that enemy's damage roll.
All right, so we'll see if this works out. I'm not pleased at all that this guy's firing at my love. We'll go ahead and use the inspiration on that.
All right. There we go. That's a hit. Now it should work. Let's see here. Oh, there's the extra damage.
Oh, getting some rough rolls today.
And also, Riverwind, look at the combat tracker. I added the effect to you as well because it's a concentration effect. But if you'll notice that what it says is IFT if the target is custom, meaning if the target has something called Hunter's Mark on it, you'll do a 1d6 damage to it. And if you look at the Draconian number 4, it has Hunter's Mark on it.
Got it.
Does that
Thank
make
you,
sense?
sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Awesome. It's a really cool thing. All right, and now we're up to number 4's turn, who is now hurt. Just making sure that was about 30 feet. That is about 30 feet. Riverwind, even though you're playing four square by yourself, that is technically within 5 feet of you. And it has its short sword up.
Understood?
You all remember four square when you were kids?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good game.
When I
He
work
swings
with
at
kids,
you
I
with his
teach them
short
that.
sword, and it's a hit. But for how much damage? Maximum damage, but it gets worse. The saliva doesn't enter your body. Good job. That's all. It doesn't get worse. Yay. Except for he's going to attack a second time. Nope, I lied. It didn't get worse. All right, number 8's turn. Number 8 charges up to also melee against Riverwind, but then sees Flint to the side, who didn't spot him there at first, and is a little startled, but he still attacks Riverwind. Swinging with his short sword, Riverwind blocks it with his armor, so he swings again, this time making contact. Not bad, Riverwind. You're just succeeding on that concentration.
And if so, that concentration does to see if I can keep the hunter's mark, right?
It is.
Okay.
But do you get poisoned? No, you do not. Oh, well, I
Hey,
suck.
Bod,
Yeah,
would I get an attack of opportunity as he enters my area?
it's when he leaves your area.
That's right. Sorry.
No, it's a good question. That's a great question.
I am a plainsman of the Kyushi tribe. I am resilient to poisons.
This here, number 6, seeing everyone moving around, decides to continue shooting at the stationary person, Caraman. Shoot away, Draconian, shoot away. And it does. And he shoots again. But this time, Caraman blocks it with his armor. All right, Gold Moon, show everybody what you can do.
Yeah, right. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is heal myself.
Whoa, nice.
That was a third level.
2 8s and a 5. That's like one above what you needed. Not bad at all.
Okay, then I'm going to, as my bonus, drop that on Riverwind, inspiration.
So does that mean I mark inspiration again?
You have Bardic Inspiration, Riverwind.
It gives you a D8
Got
when
it.
you need it.
Okay.
And
And
that's
then I'm
just a bonus action, right?
correct. And then I'm going to move.
Thank you, Breath of the Plains. Little pet name Riverwind has for Goldman.
Thank you, Hunk of the Valley.
I got a pretty young kid playing Gold Moon. I think he's like 19 in one of my games. And I could tell he felt a little uncomfortable, like he's never played a female character before. And so we decided, you know what? It's just an archetype. Archetype. You know, if you want to play a male Gold Moon, you go right ahead. And he jumped on that one.
Nice. That's a good idea.
Oh,
So,
wait, go ahead,
does
Kermit.
anything special happen when the 4 fumbles on this table? I forget.
No, you're good.
All right, so I run up, and as I'm looking around, I'm still trying to find out what happened to Raceland. I know he's invisible, but looking for footsteps or something, and too distracted to hit this guy. So I swing again.
There we go. That time it's a hit. Yeah, I normally I mean if my players like the crit and fumble rules, I'll add them, but naturally like by default I don't normally add them.
I'm going to use my action surge and attack again.
Go ahead.
I will say I hate fumble tables. I'm in a first ed game that has them, and it's just absolutely brutal.
I use
Yeah,
a
I don't.
simple thing. I don't do like wounds.
I like fumble tables, but they can, as long as they're not overdone. And I agree that if you have crit tables, you should have fumble tables.
Oh, obviously.
So
And it should work for both the players and the NPCs.
100%.
I'll quickly remove my sword as he dies, make sure it doesn't get infused with this acid, and I turn toward the next one.
Number 2 runs up to the cart to get a little bit of cover and aims at the only person that he can get a good clear sight on, which happens to be Tanis. He shoots. He misses. He shoots again. He sucks.
Tannis was prepared.
I do believe, if I remember, this Draconian did switch out for the short sword. Just 5 feet too far away. Well, then in that case, I guess as a free no, he's too stupid to keep switching out weapons as free actions on his turn. All right, Tanis.
All right. I'm gonna get in position for Taz on Draconian 1. Switching to my longsword. And I will be using my power attack. So -5 on the attack roll itself.
Correct, but then a +10 on the damage, I believe.
Yes.
I like that. Oh, yeah, that's a miss. You want to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Make sure you put that -5 back on. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope,
good
that
try.
didn't
Good
work.
try.
So I'll try that again. I don't think there's a limit on how many times I can do it in a turn.
No, I don't think so. Now for your second attack.
Yeah, for the second as well.
But when you hit, you'll wallop him.
Oh, I hit, something's gonna get hurt.
Man, those are just some low rolls.
Yep. It's for those 2 high ones I rolled earlier.
With the enemy that he had targeted in sight disappearing, he looks around and sees Karaman just at the time that Karaman uh, mortally wounds one of his friends. So he uses a short bow to aim at him. Shooting with the short bow. That's how angry he is at you killing his friend. And he shoots again. Oh, oh boy. Karaman's starting to get hurt. All right, Flint. You got one right above you?
I think I'm going to move. I'm going to put these draconians between me and Riverwind, so we're flanking them. And then I'm going to attack number 8. Worked so well the first time. And is there? I need to check to see if there's a range on my rally. No, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, for a bonus action, I'm going to rally Karaman to give him some hit points. Or do you need hit points yet, Karaman?
Oh yes, I'm down almost half.
All right.
More, just over half.
That's not who I meant to give the 2 extra points to.
I see it. I'm laughing here.
Can you
I
check that?
fixed it.
Okay. And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Tasselhoff. You got a lot of choices now.
I do. I noticed Hannah's kind of step in close, so I kind of feel like I need to try for that one. I have a question though on the Taz's ammo for his hoopak. I can use rocks. I can use marbles. How do I restore my ammo? I mean, is that something I'm gonna have to purchase, or is that something I can just pick be gathering rocks as I go, or?
Yeah, I'll just say you just pick up shiny rocks as you go.
Fair enough.
We'll say for Tasselhoff, probably only Tasselhoff, you have in video game terms infinite ammo. Unless I say otherwise. I remember getting infinite ammo in Doom.
He could check his coins at him.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
I used to do that with catapult.
Oh, right. The spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just
Ooh.
barely missed.
Okay.
Is that in your turn? Where's
Okay.
Race
I,
at?
I, was, I was gonna taunt. I see you have taunt set up as a. It says it's a spell, but that's just a. That just works as an action, right? Like if I wanted to taunt him, but that takes a full action.
Oh, I have it there as spells, huh? I guess you could change it to an action here. Let's see here. Oh no, it's set up as.
Yeah, I think it's called a spell in Fantasy Grounds because the effect it makes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so too. Yeah, because it's a saving throw.
Okay. But in order to use that, I would have to give up an attack to taunt instead, right?
Yeah, taunting is an action.
Okay. All right.
All right, so are you going to approve Tass's move there, Fod? Cool, that works out nicely for me. Actually, Tass is still kind of short. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move over here so I could get some cover from on the well from number 3.
Yep, I would go for that. Well, you're invisible too.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to give that up at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Where did Flint go?
He's
We
on the
can't.
other.
Oh, he's disappeared from my view because of the line of sight at this point.
Yeah.
But that should not be an issue because I believe that square will cover the 3 Draconians, but not Flint or Riverwind.
Yes, that is perfect.
Okay, so I will untarget myself, target each one of the 3 of them, and I am going to cast a web.
I love seeing a lot of dice. Oh, one failed. Nice, and we'll keep that square up. So I'll make sure to remember to roll another dexterity save at the beginning of the other one's turns.
Awesome. That, of course, makes me visible, I believe. Oh,
It
wait,
does because it's an exchange of concentration
yep,
spells.
concentration, yep, as I thought. So, but I've got cover now between Tass and the well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the Draconian number 3 won't notice me. Or at least not right away. And that will end my turn.
So is switching weapons? Is that like a free action, or do I have to use a bonus action for that?
Free action.
I am going to switch from my bow to my longsword, and I'm going to lick it right before I hit this guy.
Before you kick it. Oh, that's a dirty song. I shouldn't say that. I bet none of you know that song.
Oh.
Nice. That's pretty good. Whoa. Number 8.
Saliva on the
Rockham's.
blade. Saliva
Go
on the
ahead.
blade did the extra damage to put him down.
I was contemplating saying something along those lines. That's awesome. All right. So it looks like number 8 is restrained in the web, and is a little confused. And so for its first turn, restrained in the web, it uses a strength check to try to break free. Oh, I'd say that breaks free. And as dumb as he is, he just mindlessly runs out of the webbing, not realizing Flint can now do an attack of opportunity on him.
No.
Dope.
Wah, wah.
That ends its turn as breaking free of the web is an action. Gold Moon, it's on you.
Yeah, I got friends hurt. She's gonna dash over here.
Oh, nice. That's perfect. 60 feet.
I don't know. Could she use a bonus or not? A bonus action, or is that just use everything up?
No, that's only an action. You can still do a bonus action.
Okay, and I'm going to drop a inspiration. Tanis, you don't have one, right?
No, I don't.
All right, so Riverwind,
Okay.
Caraman, and Tanis, you all have Bardic Inspiration.
Hang on, let me put that on there. And check another box. Okay, I think that's it for me.
All right, Caraman.
All right, so this first arrow comes slamming into my chest. The second one, I barely even feel as I rip the one out of my chest and try to catch my breath. I hear Flint off in the distance, bolstered a little bit, and I use my second wind to get a little bit of oomph back. And as the gold moon runs up, I start running forward and say, "Get to safety." And I'm moving 20 feet. Stabbing this thing before. Boy, I either hit or crit fumble.
Yep, that's a miss. But you have extra attack, though, right?
Yes, on second attack. All right, this one I'm using my Bardic Inspiration.
All right, so just roll a d8. Yeah, that's a hit.
Sorry, wrong one. All right, so Gold Moon running up inspires me to make sure she doesn't get attacked. So I'm able to find the mark and hit him again.
Nice. Very, very good. Number two, seeing who was firing away at Tanis the last round, sees one of his brethren run up against Tanis, decides to continue his attack on Tanis, shooting at him with his short bow. The first shot is a miss, and so is the second. We're at number one. He needs a dexterity saving throw. I know a 10 does not succeed.
It should not, no. I'm double checking.
Oh no, there is no way because you
Yeah, I
have to
think
have at
you're.
least one plus of something.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah.
should be a 15.
Like it's his spell save DC. Or my spell save DC, which is going to be what?
Yeah, I think it's 15.
Yep.
Yep, I threw it on in there. It is incapacitated, and so boggled at the fact that it's incapacitated, uses its action to try to break free. And a 10, I know, does not break free.
Nope.
All right, Tannis.
Is it incapacitated or restrained?
Oh, whoops! I put incapacitated. Oh, gee, it's restrained.
They're drug webs.
Yeah, I guess. So I turn to Riverwind and motion back towards Raceland, noting the webbing that was cast. It's like, you still think that he's running like a coward? And I will go ahead and swing away. I'm
And
going
you
to
can
hit with this.
you can add a D8 to that because you got Bardic on there.
Yeah.
You know what? Bump it. I'll do it. No, that's not going to make it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, hold on a second, though. Actually, shouldn't he have gotten advantage on that roll since
That
he's
was advantage.
It was.
It,
Oh, okay.
it dropped a 1.
Jeez.
I'm just not rolling very well right now.
You know what? Let's just say it's a hit.
Generous DM.
Astinus has spoken.
Pound him anyway, Tannis.
Alright, I just need to make sure all these effects are on for the dueling, the D10.
Yep, they're both on.
He slices, he dices. He's the Ginsu king.
I know that reference.
He's got a bloody glove now.
All right. Anything else, Tannis?
Yep, going for the second attack against him.
Yep. Oh,
Hey,
nice.
there's a solid roll.
Cuisinart, that's your nickname.
Alright, and that should be it.
Number 3, as a free action, switches out his short bow to a short sword. Uh, but let's go ahead and say as a bonus action, licks his short sword before attacking Karaman. But Karaman blocks it with his shield. But does he block the second attack? Oh, I thought that was going to be a 20. No, Karaman is maximum damagedly hurt. But is he poisoned? No, he's not. All right, Flint.
I think I am going to try and at least provide a target for this other draconian I can't reach him but I can at least get close to him.
No, you can get right next to him.
I'm a dwarf, 25-foot movement.
Oh shit, that's right. Sorry.
Actually, no. I'm gonna keep on forgetting. I can throw the darn things.
Oh, that's true. Oh, the first is a hit. Minimal damage.
Yeah, now I have to decide if I want to throw the last one or not. You know, I'm not. I'm just going to. Actually, I'm going to try it. No, I'm not. I'm done.
Okay. Tesselhoff.
Okay. Taz is going to. Yeah, the one over by Flint is kind of far. I'm gonna try to see if I can help out Cameron polish this one off. So he's gonna move up.
Moving on up.
Raceland shouts out, "Go help Flint."
If you say so, Raceland.
And avoid the acid.
Well, that's the real trick, isn't it? I have to go quite a long way around not to hit that acid. What is that?
Is that web still up?
What's that square field? Is that what is that?
I can take it down if you want. Yeah, I stop concentration and disable the web.
Got it.
Okay.
That's a free action, right, Vod?
It is. I think you can do it at any time, not just, it doesn't have to be on your turn.
Yeah, it's anytime.
I'd say with Flint's short stature, though probably tall for a dwarf, you have a good clear shot at the Draconian.
All right, we'll give it a shot. Duck, Flint. Oh wait, I guess you don't have to. Never mind.
Damn doorknob. Get him already.
Is that short jokes coming from the Kender?
Yes.
It would seem so.
Oh, I'm never gonna let him live that down.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right, Flint, you can get back up now.
I roll.
Is that end your turn? All right, Raceland.
Okay, so I look across the well at number 3, who had targeted me earlier and is now causing some grief for my brother. And I don't know if I'm close enough for him to hear me, especially with my weakened voice, but I kind of call out,
"That's my brother, you reptilian vermin."
And then watch him shoot a fireball.
2 of them are going to go at him. And I guess I'll do all 3 of them.
This one is actually pretty tough.
Apparently so.
I love variable HP.
Yes, it does add to the strategy. I was hoping I'd drop him, but at least I heard him.
Round 4, Riverwind. By the way, the new Mortal Kombat movie, just as cheesy as the first one.
I was wondering. I was gonna fire stick it. It looked so bad.
It's a one-time watch.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Are the fights well choreographed though?
The fights are much better than the original 90s version. The fatalities are pretty good, but oh my gosh, the dialogue made me want to pull my hair out.
I don't go to see a video game movie for the dialogue. I just go to see how well it's done. How the choreographed stuff works.
It's a one-time watch. All right, Riverwind.
So where's number 2 at?
Now, who does number 2 work for?
Oh, there he is over there. Okay. I'm gonna fire at the one near Caramon.
All right,
I already moved my mark over there onto him.
perfect. You got that working then. That's a hit.
Maybe I didn't. I thought I did.
So he's dead.
Either or, it died.
All right, so then I will move the mark over to number 2. Am I going to be able to hit him without hitting Flint?
Flint's short, remember? Just aim high.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Vey.
Hey, you can't move as fast, but at least you're not a moving target up at eye level.
Let's see if that one.
Oh, it's a hit.
Nice. Drop both of them.
I do believe that was the last of them. Good job.
That was a good cleanup round.
I suppose getting any arrows back is out of the question as they're sitting in a pool of acid.
Normally, I would say you get half your arrows back. But yeah, with these in the pool of acid, this time you do not.
Am I able to get my axe quickly enough? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I won't be that mean. All right, it is evening time. What did I say? Late afternoon. The sun is just now beginning to go down, and you have at least half a day's journey still in Solace. Did you want to rest in this abandoned town?
Yes.
We should probably see if
Sure.
there's any other survivors.
Yeah, let's. I want to look around for some armor.
So this
So,
village, Quakery, is more of a
in the hit,
nomadic village. Oh, go ahead.
in VOD, on my main sheet right here in hit dice, it's got 5 dice. Does that mean I can heal up to 5 dice?
It means you can use it up to 5 times.
Where did I get those?
Hit die, you just get them as you level up.
It's a 5e rule.
So they stay there until I use them and then they're gone?
No, they get reset every long rest, but you can only use them
Oh.
for a short rest.
Right, they're for
Oh,
short
okay then.
rests, but you get them reset at long rests.
You only get half of your level back during a long
Yeah, I
rest.
think you only get half of them back on a long rest, right? Isn't that
Oh,
five?
that's right.
Half of your level. So if you only use 2 and you're level like 4 or above, you're gonna get 2 back.
Got it.
All right, and then searching for armor. With this being a nomadic tribe, you may find some mundane items, but anything exquisite, ergo +1s or silver, you do not find.
No, I'm just looking for something like chain mail or scale mail or some normal heavy armor or medium armor. Rummage around through the shops, see what I can find.
Scale would probably be the easiest to find.
That's so funny. I just pulled up all the medium armor contemplating, and I do like the idea of you finding scale mail. I'll just go. Oh, and it's in your inventory. All right,
Thank you.
perfect. Wow, scale mail is heavy.
Yes, it is.
I didn't notice that until just now. Wow.
Yeah, breastplate is the better version of it.
Yeah,
No,
if I can
I don't know
find
if
it.
I'd let him find that.
Yeah, no,
400 gold. I mean, in Forgotten Realms Worlds, 400 gold. Ugh. But I see why it's better because it doesn't have the stealth disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'll look around and see if there's any weapons that Goldmoon might like to use. Perhaps we can find something more than your sling, my love.
Yes, I throw a rock.
That's awesome. I went ahead and gave Goldmoon a quarterstaff earlier. My thought is that the goddess Mishakal gave Goldmoon an imitation blue crystal staff as a token of memory, kind of like the T-shirt that says "I went to Disneyland and all I got was this lousy T-shirt."
T-shirt.
Pretty much. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, scout around, see if I can find just maybe there's one of the short bows or something, or a light crossbow or something lying around here.
Raceland wants to try to collect some of the acid in the vial.
Oh, nice. Okay, so first off, yeah, we could do that. You could say you got. I think that's in the Dungeon Master's Guide, though, isn't it?
What is?
Vial of acid. Oh no, it's in the Player's
No, it
Handbook.
should be Player's Handbook.
Yep, I got it, so I'll just add that to my inventory.
You got it. Okay.
And then, Fod, if you don't mind, for some reason I can't remove the web concentration effect on Raceland. Can you delete that?
Got it. As for a ranged weapon for Goldmoon, nothing that would be better than what she has already. But
Okay.
at least you got some good armor.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, it is getting to be early evening. What did you all want to do? A short rest and get to Solace late at night, or try to sleep here for the night, or
No, get to Solace.
Yeah, I think head for Sol. How far away is Solace at this point?
a few hours still?
I would like to,
I
as
go
we're
for a short rest. Try to get to Solace by nightfall.
Yeah, it would be late night when you get to Solace if you were to leave now.
Quick question, Vod. How many vials would I be able to pull?
I would go ahead and say 4.
Okay, I was going to suggest D4, but I'll take 4.
Well, I say there were 8 of them, so maybe you were able to get vials from half the pools.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Now, do these carts require an animal to pull?
Well, Caraman. I'm just kidding.
We have Flint. He can do that by himself.
Yo, brother,
That's
eat the
like
burger.
10-foot cart. I think we need an animal of some kind. No.
Is there any animals in the area? Are they all
Dead
dead?
ones.
Yeah, dead ones. Thank you. Well, I guess we could have barbecue.
Riverwind, the Hermes looking foot sign on the combat checker.
Say it again.
You're asking to delete effects on yourself.
Yeah, how do you do it?
There should be like a Hermes looking foot on the combat checker. It's all the way on the right of your
Got
name.
it. Yeah, I see it.
Oh my gosh, it's a winged foot. I always thought it was a bird.
Is that?
Oh,
I don't
no.
know what it is. I always just said that it was a Hermes foot.
No, that is totally a winged foot. I see it.
Yeah, I do.
It totally is. I thought it was a bird too.
That's hilarious.
I had
Look
never
like
heard of it as anything else.
It looked like a pigeon, right? No.
That's what I always thought.
I
Just
mean,
at a
a
glance.
bird works in that. Like now, I can kind of see it, but I was always thinking Hermes.
Right, right. All right, I went ahead and gave you all a short rest. And with that, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and then we'll head off to Solace.
Sweet.
All
See
right.
you in 5.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
Great.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Tanis, for doing the ready check.
You're welcome.
6 out of 7 ain't bad. Let me just pull up a few quick things here and we'll start.
Hey Vod, I got a question.
42. Yes, go for it.
So I was playing uh another game and uh using what happened was somebody didn't have a good medicine check, but they had thieves tools check proficiency. So I was like, "Hey, can I use thieves tools to try and uh kind of help this person out with a actually pretty legit description of going like, hey, when somebody gets shot and their artery severed, you got to try to clamp it and tie it off." So essentially, I was just saying that I wanted to do that. Would you have allowed something like that?
Man, that's a tough one. Like, I kind of want to allow it, but then a little part of me is screaming, don't allow something like that. I think it would depend on the situation. And then I would have to decide as a DM if it was necessary or not. That's a really good thought, though.
Firebolt your dagger and cauterize it.
It was a rogue, so I couldn't do that, unfortunately.
That's a good idea, too.
But yeah, I've done cauterized wounds and such, but that was the first time I was ever able to convince somebody to let me use thieves' tools for a medicine check.
That is an interesting one, I have to say. Very unique. All right, then. I threw up the overland map again. I am totally ready. Let me make sure it's unlocked. You are unlocked, Tanis, if you all want to start heading towards Solace.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there we go.
Notice on this map, it's not as foresty as it was the other map. The
Yeah.
forests are being burned and chopped.
We see that. Where's all the trees? I thought Solace was a big tree city.
Right about there, you see Solace in the distance pretty easily now. The scene bears no resemblance to the lofty forest that was here only a week ago. The beautiful and legendary Valenwood trees have been hacked, uprooted, and burned. Only a few of the mighty trees still stand among the vast ruin of blackened branches and low, thick stumps. The elegant tree city of Solace is now only a few ramshackle huts on the ground amidst the wreckage. South of the city, strange creatures are building a tall pole fence. Apparently, they intend to fence in the ravaged community. In the central square, cleared of scorched branches and smashed homes, many blackened stakes have been driven into the ground like a dark parody of some ancient temple of the true gods. Unlike Quakiri, however, Solace is not a ghost town. A few lights twinkle in the windows of some of the buildings, and humans, dwarves, and elves can all be seen aiding in the construction of the fence. They seem to be taking orders from a number of whip wielding dragon men. Many other bands of dragon men are visible, poking through the brush of the fallen trees. These bands are heavily armed and seem to be organized in patrol. At this point, darkness does begin to fall.
Looks like we're approaching an occupation.
Yeah. Do we need to send a thief in there or something to scout it out? Kinder?
Quick question: is there a? Are we supposed to be seeing a different map, or are we? I
You
lost.
should be seeing the overland map.
I can't get to my overland map. Hold on.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we
Takes me a tenth of a second to share it with everyone. You do all see the inn of the last home. It seems to have mostly survived. Still on top of the tree, and you do see people, a few people coming in and out of it. But at the distance where you're at, uh, the biggest hurdle it would appear is you all need to get inside the town.
Is the port open?
Does it look like we could just walk in there, or is it got? Do we have to go through like a guard and a fence?
To answer both of them, the port you wouldn't be able to know. You'd have to walk around either the south or you'd have to walk around Solace to find out. As for the second question, from the east side of Solace, the fence has not been built yet. And so, with it being nighttime and a few guards scattered where they're at, I mean, you all might be able to figure out a way to get in.
Okay, maybe we can like slip in there or walk in 2 by 2 or kind of a staggered.
I don't think they'd take too kindly to heavily armed individuals walking into this occupation.
No, just throw your cloak over them and see if we can just kind of mosey in.
Does it appear that you said there are people walking around? Do they seem to be uh, herded by guards, or are they kind of freely going about their business?
You see the random guard here and there that seems to be supervising. But other than that, the people still, at least at this point, seem to be moving on their own, though none of them appear to be able to leave the town.
Does it appear as though they're bringing people into this place?
It appears that they are using the people of this town to turn it into some sort of fortress. So the villagers of this town are needed.
Maybe we pose as villagers and help, quote
Ah,
unquote.
ooh, there you go.
My thing was going to say if we get quote unquote captured, then they would take us in as refugees and then use us. Perhaps we can try to find out who's all organizing all of it.
Yep, that's the worst case, or dead.
If the inn is still there, perhaps we can find Odic or Tika and try to find out directly if it still seems to be operational.
Yeah,
What's going on, what the plans are.
yeah. Why don't we try? Why don't we head there? We don't have to go in as like an armed party, but if we straggle in, 1 or 2 at a time, 20, 30 yards back, a couple more.
I can envision that.
I got an idea. I don't know how well they would check us for weapons and armor. If Raceland could turn one of us invisible, either Flint or myself. Uh,
I have a cloak of invisibility.
that could also be useful. But me, whoever it is that's going to
Have
be
a
invisible
what?
could carry all the weapons and armor.
Raceland looks up at him with a raised eyebrow. You have a what?
That was just, yeah. Didn't
What?
And where did you find that?
oh
I'll give you
just
3 guesses.
It was on the
there was
coat rack.
a lot of stuff in that room with the dragon. I mean, just seemed to be just laying there.
It seems your hands did you well this time, young one.
I try. You just got to keep your eye out. I
Why
suppose
don't you
he
use the cloak and see what you can find out about the inn and those who work there?
So you want to stay on the outside, let him go recon and come back?
So Raceland looks over at Riverwind and says,
Perhaps you don't need my assistance after all.
Well, don't a few of the companions have houses in Solace, or are those houses burnt down, or would we be able to find a clear path to any of those?
Let's see here. I know Flint has a house there. Uh, who else has a house there?
The twins
Twins
should.
do. Yeah. I don't think
Flint and
Tasselhoff
Tanis and
does
twins,
though.
I think.
Flint, Tennis, the twins, and Tasselhoff will sleep wherever.
Yeah. So yeah, Tanis, the twins, Tanis, Raceland, Caraman, and Flint. So I mean, I would personally say you all have some sort of desire to get inside and find out what's going on. That's just me though.
Yeah, why don't we do that? And somebody could stay invisible if we need to get rescued or something.
you no longer see Taz.
Nice. I'm gonna throw invisibility on you then. No, I won't forget.
And Taz is making his way toward the inn.
And then everyone else, are you just gonna kind of like 2x2 it?
Yeah, just mosey in like we belong there. We have houses there. We do belong there.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I think getting in wouldn't be the problem. It's getting out that's more of the problem, if that makes sense.
We'll see. Depends on how many we have to kill.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna.
don't think this
Hopefully,
will
I
be.
gotta. But
I was gonna say I don't think this is a situation where we just go running in,
I realize
guns a
that.
blazing.
It was yoked.
yeah, I mean, with the damage to the plains villages, Goldmoon and I coming in as refugees wouldn't be that out of a sight.
Yeah, that is very true. All right then, who are the first two that are gonna Tasselhoff? I'm good with you. Don't worry. Uh, who are the first two non-invisible people, visible people going through?
I think
I
Tannis
guess
and Flint,
Goldmoon and I can go in first. Okay.
or you two.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
It doesn't matter either way.
All right, yeah, let's do Riverwind and Goldmoon first. Oh, now with you two being nomads, I agree with you. I think that scattered nomads every so often might be trying to find their way to Solace, and so the Draconians when they spot you, although they lower their weapons at you, or not lower, they aim their weapons at you. They don't shoot or fire. They just use their weapons to motion you inside the town.
We keep
Riverwind
our
lowers his head. Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
We keep our head down and like we are destitute.
As
I
you
will.
pass them, one of them says to you, "To the inn. Make sure you speak to Viewmaster Toad. He'll have jobs for you if you want to stay alive."
At once, and Riverwind will limp and kind of lean on Goldmoon like she's helping him along to look weaker.
Nice, nice. He's so, what is he, 6'7"? Yeah, that's awesome.
Carmen's going to take a rag and wrap it around the tip of his spear, flip it upside down, use it like a walking stick, and sort of hunch over a little bit, remove his helmet, put his cloak up.
And you'll walk with Raceland. All right, then let's go ahead and do you two first. That's good. I like that role playing. Raceland, I don't see too much of a problem you getting in there. But Caraman, why don't you give me a deception with advantage? And you can use the dice tower if you want to have fun. The Draconians glare at the two of you as you try to pass. One of them eyeballs Raceland up and down. Mind your spells, wizard. The two of you go to the inn. Speak to Viewmaster Toad. Make it quick. It would appear your deception was quite well. Let's hear Tanis and who else?
Tanniston Flint.
And then is that everyone?
Yep.
I think so.
All right. How are you two gonna try to get in?
Through the front door. We live here, damn it.
That is true. All right. Then you kind of go in all cocky and chest abound, of which they immediately rush up to you two. After explaining that you two live here, they laugh and say, "Great! You two look like you would make excellent workers. Into the inn. Speak to Viewmaster Toad. Do not dally. You will see your home soon enough."
Who is this Viewmaster Toad? Not
Fine.
Coming in, how many do we see at the main gate as well as around around Solace?
Two at the exact main gate, and then you see sporadic draconians surrounding the entire area. Not a whole bunch. They're not clustered together, though. That's what I mean to say.
Are these the same ones as we fought earlier today, or similar to the ones that we fought uh, back at Zaxxaroth?
They seem to be the same. Capac, now that my recollection is coming back, I believe are the gold ones. Uh, the other ones are silver. Yeah, you see mostly these goldish looking draconians.
Okay, so not
Well,
the
it would
explosive ones.
appear you've all made it. You've made it inside the town. I take it like you're gonna meet somewhere like the base of the inn or something.
Yes.
In that case, a smoky fire struggles in a blackened stove, feebly challenging the gloom in the town. In sharp contrast to the usually lively crowd, as you all enter the inn, the few patrons present are lost in their own thoughts. No one smiles, nor does anyone seem interested in the arrival of a few more customers. A thin, cloaked figure sits alone at a table near the door, an untouched glass of ale before him. Three old men crouch above a table in the back of the inn, staring silently at the dirty tabletop. The usually bustling inn is otherwise empty. One familiar note carries good cheer with it, however, the aroma drifting from the kitchen. Welcome back, Riverwind. Uh, a mixture of onions, chives, garlic, and mysterious herbs shows that Odik Sandath still rules the realm of cooking. The cheery sizzling can only mean that his famous spiced potatoes are heating even now over glowing coals. Suddenly, the door of the makeshift kitchen bursts open, and the spill of torchlight outlines the figure of Tika, the barmaid. She holds a steaming pan in her right hand, a foaming pitcher in her left. Sit down, she orders, her loud voice out of place in the somber town. Get something to eat. You look like a pack of starved rats. Her voice falls as she approaches. And then we've got to talk.
Eyebrow comes up. Okay.
Anyone want to order anything?
Very, very discreetly, Taz has found a quiet corner or the restroom to kind of take off his coat. He's going to try not to just reappear in the middle of the room.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Some spiced potatoes, please, Tika.
Anyone else? Food and drink?
So
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't see any sign of this draconian they kept telling us to report into.
Nothing yet.
Okay. Let's have some beer and taters.
All right.
I'm going to walk up to Tika. Are you hurt? Are you well?
Let me get you all food and drink, and I will sit with you all and talk. I will explain everything. And then please explain to me what happened to all of you. With that, she takes off with all of your orders memorized. I hate it when servers do that. And goes to get what you ordered. Moments later, she returns and hands you all food and drink and sits with you all.
What's going on here?
It happened maybe a day or two after you left. These dragon men, they charged into Solace and just took over. They slaughtered the strongest of the people and then kept the mediocre to middle aged people for work. Excuse me a moment. Ah, I sound a lot better. Uh, she uh, she continues on to explain that those that survived the slaughter are being used to turn the town into a razed to the ground fortress for the dragon men to live. She fears that once the place is built, the need for the native villagers will be no longer.
Is there somebody in charge?
Viewmaster Toad is the one in charge right now. Horrible, stinky, short, squat hobgoblin. I have no idea how he got in charge.
Was that the hobgoblin that me and Flint encountered?
Yeah, I think we would. I mean, I remember they called out his name. He called out his name.
Yeah, they did. When we were first approaching Solace, we heard them
That's
with that.
right.
Where can we find this toad, my lady?
Oh, he should be in here any time. He visits this place nightly to gather more people for night work.
One question, very important. Is he staying in my house?
Viewmaster Toad? Oh no, he stays at the mayor's house. Actually, the mayor, bless his soul, is no longer. Oh, he wouldn't be mayor. What is he called? I forgot. Not Burgermeister. That's
No.
Alderman, maybe?
yeah. We'll just say mayor. It's mayor from now on. Darn it.
Taz is sizing up the other patrons
Oh, feel
in the
free.
room.
But at the moment you do, In bursts 5 Capac Draconians as they sit down at a table near you all, and they loudly demand service. Tika grimaces and rises to wait on them, doing her best to ignore their crude behavior. As she does, a cloaked figure who is sitting near the door rises and approaches you all. The robe still covers his head and most of his face, but as he passes the Draconians, one of them pulls the garment off to reveal a handsome elf. At once, the invaders begin to shove the unfortunate person around, gleefully bullying him. Tanis,
I jump
you
in.
recognize this person.
Oh, we didn't get a chance to order anything.
Oh, we ordered. We didn't get a chance to eat.
Oh. We get a chance to order.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
took our orders.
stuff going
I'm halfway done with mine.
And possibly yours too.
on. Flint would recognize him too.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
right.
it, though. Just Tanis and Flint.
Correct.
This person, for Tanis and Flint and all the other players who's wondering about my vagueness, this man would be known as an elf named Gilthonis. And then, was it Tanis? Did you say you were stepping in and into
Yeah,
it
I'm
here?
gonna step in.
All right, as you
I'm
stand
gonna
up,
I'm gonna grab Tanis's forearm and be like, "Why would you risk your life for this elf who has thrown that they show you no love?"
Everybody calm down. So Goldmoon will break into a song and use calm emotions.
nice. You use calm emotions on all the people you see around you, disguised as a beautiful song. One person whom you didn't see, though, was still in the kitchen, Tika Whalen. Tika comes out with the food and ale that the Draconians ordered. Shivering with fear and excitement, she looks at the Draconians, raises the pan above her head, and in a scream of rage, slams the pan down on one of the Draconians, hitting him for double the normal damage. Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Well,
All
so
right,
much
I
for
was
that
not expecting this.
calm emotions.
Horrifying.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
The Draconians immediately draw their weapons.
Well, I guess we're in it now. What a homecoming, Tika. So glad to see you.
No problem. Let me drop a hypnotic pattern on him.
You said there was an old man by the door, correct?
Yes.
Carmen's going to turn to him, bar the door, as he stands and draws his sword.
The door. Yes, yes, the door. And he starts walking toward the kitchen.
Good job. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can hypnotize him, or at least so we can get out of Dodge here.
You're hypnotizing who?
The Draconians. Yeah, the ones that drew their weapons. I just want to, basically freeze him in place if we can do that. So I'll sing like a little ditty, kind of calm people down, put them in a daze.
It's the worst map I think I've ever made. But I might as well share it anyway. I try to avoid this map when possible.
Where's the exit door?
You're the one who
Right
threw the
there.
potatoes. Just saying.
The exit door is right there. The old man in gray robes is waddling over that way. Just pointing that out only because it was funny that you actually told him to go do something.
So, I mean, they're not really trying to engage us yet. They're probably pissed off at Tika. Vod, what do you think about this? This is a little bit out of the box here. What
Yeah,
if I
go for
cast
it.
Ensnaring Strike and I shoot the door and I'm trying to get those thorny vines to appear all over the front door? It says the next time you hit a creature, but wondering what your interpretation on that might be. Because I think the way they write it, they didn't think of me coming along trying to block the door with vines.
I would say like Mr. Horse from Ren and Stimpy. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike and shoot an arrow right at the front door.
I like it.
Do you need me to roll to hit that?
No, it's a stationary, immovable object. If you were to miss the door, you would be pathetic.
I agree.
I'm just trying to understand the logic of sealing us in this room.
So they can't get reinforcements. We can always go down the rope again.
That is
Okay.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the town. There's an army of draconians. Do you really want to let one out?
Keeping
enough.
them locked in here with us is better
Yeah.
than them being able to get out.
So let me drop a hypnotic pattern on him
Yep.
while you do that.
Yep. Go for it.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, I will say you do. They're distracted at the moment.
Why is the
Ooh, look at
DC
those
only 11?
rolls.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, the DC should be higher than 11.
Yeah, I've got a
It should be
16.
adding to your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. That's just the way it was set up. It should be wisdom +3
There
plus
we go.
proficiency and all. You want me to do it again?
I fixed it. So it should have been a 14, it looks like. Uh, target 3 and 5. Keep the one you have targeted and add 3 and 5 to your target.
Okay.
Now roll for the incapacitated effect. Oh no, I mean, never mind. Add 5 and then click the effect, not the cast. I said
Okay.
roll. That made it confusing. There we go. Yep, that worked.
So we
Wow,
got
you got 3
two.
of them.
Oh, I see 2. Oh, I see 3. Okay, that's fine. All right. Just trying to hypnotize him to reduce the odds here. Don't whack the other ones, guys. And that's my last 3rd level spell. So
Anyone else want to
Uh,
quickly do anything before I make you all either roll initiative or tell me what you're going to do?
I think Taz is going to pop that cloak back on.
And I would have thrown my spear at the one that's closest to Tika.
that's true. Tika may have clocked one with that pan full of shit.
Actually, Vod, where is Tika on the map? Vod?
I
we go.
can't do stuff and talk at the same time because of
No
my
problem.
emotional
Wasn't sure
talk.
about your.
Pan wielder. I like it.
Pan wielder.
All right, so fireball is out of the question.
Uh, don't mind the generic token. I just totally forgot to switch out for her other token. Actually, that's all.
Oh,
But that's still a pretty cool
it,
picture.
That's the mother of
it's
my future nephew and niece, or nephews.
it, Fireball's not out of the question, Raceland. It's just the last resort.
Yeah, that gray robed man might be pretty surprised to see you cast that. All right, so let's see here.
Hold on.
Castlehoff, you're going invisible.
Yes, and I am casting Blade Ward. Yeah, Blade Ward.
And you're casting Blade Ward. Caraman, you're doing a quick attack. But for how much damage, Caraman?
So is he dodging these, trying to wipe off this boiling hot potatoes? Spear goes through his shoulder.
That is very nice. Added to the damage that Tika already did to that Draconian, it is now dead.
And does that one turn into acid too, or stone, or explode?
It does turn into acid. I have decided that I like the 10 feet better than the 5 feet. Being where the Draconian was, though, it just so happens that the pool of acid is right underneath 3 of the other Draconian's feet. One of the Draconians does not dodge out of the way of the acid and takes pretty good damage, while the other 2 take a quick jump to the left. All right, I'd say that's. Did anyone else not do? Does anyone else still need to do something quick before we roll for initiative? All right, let's roll for initiative. All right, with initiative rolled, I think we're gonna have to stop here. I don't see any point in playing a battle out for just 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we will continue off this battle in 2 weeks.
All right.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Good game.
Good game. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks,
So,
Bob.
Who is
sorry
the
about
who is Tika? Is that somebody?
That is definitely somebody.
It's Karaman's future wife.
You talking about the portrait?
Yeah, I'm just talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about the image he's got up there. I just wonder if that was a random picture or not.
Where do I go? What's it called? Shutterstock.
Oh, okay.
Do you know of that website?
Yeah, yeah. I just didn't know if that was supposed to be somebody or not.
No.
All right. Just want to go ahead and let's see, make sure. Okay. Just want to go ahead and make sure everybody enjoyed this session and should be back Friday. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Deuces.